Have you ever found yourself trapped in endless cycles of thoughts? The kind that don't let you sleep, make you question every little action, and fill your mind with anxiety? If you're nodding along, you're not alone. Overthinking is a modern epidemic, but what if the cure has been with us for thousands of years? Today, let's dive deep into Stoic philosophy and discover practical steps to silence the noise and regain mental peace. These aren't just ancient ideas, they're powerful tools you can start applying today, and by the end of this video, you'll walk away with genuine Stoic strategies that will help you break free from overthinking forever. Stay tuned, because this might be the answer you didn't know you needed. Introduce Stoicism. Stoicism is not some cold, emotionless approach to life, but a living, breathing philosophy designed to help ordinary people thrive, even in the face of chaos and uncertainty. Imagine men like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, leaders, teachers, and survivors who endured wars, plagues, betrayals, and personal loss. Yet through it all, they developed strategies to maintain calm, clarity, and self-control. Stoicism is about focusing on what you can control, letting go of what you cannot, and embracing the present moment with courage and wisdom. And when it comes to overthinking, this philosophy offers a step-by-step cure that anyone can use. Why people overthink? Why do we all overthink? Modern life bombards us with choices, decisions, notifications, opinions, and constant pressure about the future. Our brains start racing. What if this happens? What if I mess up? What will people say? It's exhausting, and it often leads to unnecessary suffering. Stoics understood that much of our anxiety is caused by getting trapped in imagination, reliving the past, or fearing the future. But, as Seneca said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Let's uncover Stoic actions to escape this cycle. The Stoic mindset: your thoughts aren't you. Here's the first core idea: your thoughts aren't you. Instead of labeling yourself as an overthinker, realize that thoughts are just clouds passing through your mind. You are the mountain, thoughts are the clouds. They're not your identity. Stoicism teaches you to observe your thoughts without reacting to them. Imagine putting each anxious thought in a bubble and watching it float away. This simple exercise helps you separate from your thoughts and reduces their power. Try this right now. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and visualize a stressful thought drifting by, like a cloud. Acknowledge it, but don't hold on to it. The more you practice, the easier it gets to detach and regain control. Remember, not every thought deserves your attention or belief. Most are simply automatic patterns your brain runs out of habit. Stoic wisdom helps you choose which thoughts to engage with, and which to ignore, just like a skilled gatekeeper for your mind. Step 1. Separate reality from imagination. Stoics teach: ask yourself, is this a real problem, happening now, or am I imagining it? More than half the time, anxiety or fear is just a projection. Seneca famously wrote, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Whenever worry strikes, pause and ask, am I inventing troubles, or is there a genuine issue I can solve? If there's action to be taken, do it. If not, let it go. Let's put this into practice. Next time you find yourself spiraling in doubt, maybe fretting about a conversation, a project, or the future, stop and ask yourself, is this happening now? Is it a problem I can do something about, or is it just a possibility my brain invented? Most overthinking comes from imagining worst-case scenarios that never occur. Write down the thought. Assess, fact or fiction. If it's fiction, acknowledge it and move back to the present. The more you uncover this pattern, the more you can stop imaginary suffering in its tracks. Step 2. Focus only on what you control. One of the cornerstones of Stoicism is the discipline of control. Epictetus said, some things are up to us, and some things are not. Whenever you start to overthink, bring yourself back to this simple test: is this within my control? If yes, act or prepare. If not, release it. Obsessing over the outcome of a job interview, or relationship, or a social event only adds needless worry. The only things under your complete control are your own actions, choices, and attitude. Practice this. Every time your mind starts running wild, list out what you can control about the situation. Maybe it's your preparation, your effort, your kindness. Everything else, other people's opinions, random outcomes, accidents, is outside your control. Let it go. This principle isn't just calming, it's empowering. When you consistently focus on what you can control, you direct your energy toward growth and progress. Anxiety starts to fade, replaced by calm determination. Step 3. Return to the present moment. Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life, it is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." The present moment is the greatest weapon against overthinking. Most stress and anxiety live in the past. Did I mess up? Or the future, what will happen? The Stoics advise, bring yourself back to now. How? When you catch your mind wandering, pause and ask, what does the present moment require of me? If it's time to work, work. If it's time to relax, relax. Eat when eating, sleep when sleeping, walk when walking. Presence is your anchor. Worry cannot survive in a focused mind. Try this technique immediately. When your thoughts start spinning, return your attention to your current task. If needed, focus on your surroundings, feel your feet on the ground, your breath in your chest, the sounds in the room. Every time you ground yourself in the present, you take back power from anxiety and reclaim clarity. This is not escapism, it's clarity. Trust that if a real challenge arises, your present-focused mind will help you meet it with strength and composure. Step 4. Negative visualization, building resilience. Seneca recommended negative visualization, intentionally imagining worst-case scenarios so you're emotionally ready if they occur. Most people avoid thinking about failure or difficulty, but Stoics use this exercise to build resilience and lower anxiety. Here's how it works. Spend a few minutes visualizing a challenge you're worried about, losing a job, facing rejection, an argument, whatever haunts your mind. Think through how you'd respond and what you'd do. The point isn't to scare yourself, but to realize that even if the worst happens, you'll survive and adapt. This practice shrinks fear. Your mind stops running from shadows and sees the truth. Most things are survivable. Over time, you internalize the confidence to handle adversity, rather than overthink or worry endlessly. Make negative visualization a regular exercise. It's not pessimism, it's preparation. It helps neutralize the grip of imagined fears and brings you back to reality and strength. Step 5. Reflect on your track record. Take a moment to remember, how many worries in your past never came true? How many things did you fear that ended up being fine? How many hardships did you survive, thinking they'd break you? Stoics encourage journaling and reflection for this very reason. When you write down your worries and then review them after some weeks or months, you'll see that the vast majority of fears were baseless or manageable. Keep a worry journal. Note down each major overthinking episode, what triggered it, what you feared, and what actually happened. Every few weeks, read back. You'll notice, most concerns never came to pass, and the ones that did, you handled better than expected. This evidence builds confidence. Your mind learns to question anxiety and believe in your ability to survive and adapt. Gradually, your brain stops overreacting and returns to calm, reasoned thinking. Step 6. Practice self-compassion and acceptance. Living stoically doesn't mean you suppress fear or pretend you're unbreakable. It means meeting your emotions with honesty and courage. When fear or anxiety arises, observe it without judgment. Say, it's okay to feel this. What does the present moment require? Be kind to yourself, as you would to a friend. Accept that occasional worry is normal. The key is not avoiding emotions, but responding to them calmly and wisely. The more compassion you show to your own mind, the less you'll spiral into self-criticism and endless rumination. Self-acceptance is the final cure for overthinking. Instead of fighting your mind, partner with it. Be open, curious, and gentle. Remember, your worth doesn't depend on how perfectly calm you feel, but on how you respond to life with strength and kindness. Extra, journaling, a powerful Stoic tool. Many Stoics, ancient and modern, recommend daily journaling as a life-changing exercise. Each day, take 5 minutes to write down your thoughts, worries, and lessons learned. This simple act helps clarify your mind, organize your emotions, and unburden your brain. Journaling allows you to identify recurring patterns of overthinking, separate facts from fiction, and track your progress over time. It's your private space to process complex feelings, figure out what's in your control, and remind yourself of past successes. Journaling can turn chaos into clarity. Use your phone, a notebook, or even voice recordings. There are no rules. Just commit to regular reflection, and you'll soon notice your anxiety drops as your understanding increases. Practical Stoic exercises, try these today. Here are the top Stoic cures for overthinking that you can begin practicing today. Observe thoughts, don't judge them. When anxious ideas appear, mentally put them in a balloon and watch them float by. Remind yourself, these thoughts aren't me. I choose which ones stay and which ones go. Self-questioning. Whenever you catch yourself worrying, ask, is this a real problem, or am I imagining it? Bring logic and reason to the situation. Almost always, the truth is less stressful. Focus only on your actions. Identify what you can control and redirect all effort there. Accept and release what you cannot change. Present moment resets. Practice grounding techniques, feel your feet, take conscious breaths, notice your surroundings. Do one thing at a time. Be here, now. Negative visualization. Picture the worst, then plan a calm, reasonable response. Confidence grows, and fears shrink. Journaling for relief. Write down persistent worries and revisit them weekly. Track what was real, what was imagined, and notice your resilience. Self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Say, it's okay to worry sometimes. I'll treat myself with patience and courage. Repeat these exercises daily, and you'll begin to notice a real change, less anxiety, more peace, more focus, and greater control over your mind. Real-life example. Let's imagine someone named Rahul. He's a student, always overthinking about exams, friendships, and future plans. His mind keeps repeating, what if I fail? What if people judge me? What if the future isn't safe? Rahul applies Stoic techniques. He starts journaling every evening, separating facts. I didn't study enough today, from imagination, everyone will laugh at me if I fail. He writes down exactly what's in his control, study hours, preparation, rest, and makes peace with the rest. He practices presence by focusing on one subject at a time, letting go of multitasking and constant distractions. When anxiety returns, he reminds himself of past fears that never came true and the challenges he's already overcome. After a few months, Rahul feels lighter. He's still challenged by life, but he's more focused, less mentally drained, and far more confident. The Stoic cure isn't instant magic, it's daily practice. But with consistency, it transforms your mind and life. Conclusion: the Stoic path to freedom. Stoicism offers a timeless, practical path to mastering your mind. Overthinking is not your destiny, it's simply a habit you can unlearn. By observing your thoughts, focusing on reality, controlling what you can, and practicing presence, you unlock inner freedom. You'll discover that mental clarity, peace, and strength are not far-off dreams, but tools waiting inside you. Every day, with small steps and Stoic wisdom, you can break free from anxiety and become the calm, resilient person you aspire to be. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone struggling with overthinking. Leave a comment. Which Stoic practice will you try first? Remember, your mind is a powerful tool, and with Stoicism, you set the limits.